Hi everyone, welcome back to the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel. It's Scott back again with episode 4 of the Football Manager Survivor series. This is the show where we have imported all of the results, all of the fixtures, all of the transfers from real life into the game Football Manager, and we took over from Eddie Howe on the 31st of January 2022. And we're going to see if we can lead Newcastle to survival. So far we haven't been going too badly. In the last episode, if you haven't seen that already, I'll leave a link up in the card section and also in the description. There's also be a link to a playlist which has all of these videos and also the individual episodes if you want to go back over those. But in the last episode, we played 2 more games. We are still in the FA Cup, which is one of the things we can't change. It has us in there. So we beat West Ham 3-1. It was a really good game. We tried a new formation, which seemed to work. So we'll see where we go with that. But we also had a 0-0 draw against Brentford, which, let's be honest, was a pretty poor game. There wasn't much to call home about on that one. It was it was pretty rough, but we're going to move on and onwards and upwards. Hopefully we are still undefeated since taking over, and actually we're undefeated since the Man U 1-1 draw back in December. So in this episode we're going to be playing the Brighton home game, which will be the 5th of March, and also the Chelsea away game, which will be the 12th of March. I'm confident going into the Brighton game, not so much for Chelsea. I might bring in that new 4-3-3 formation for Chelsea because it's a bit more solidly defensive from what I've set it up as. We shouldn't leak any more goals because it's kind of it's a back 4, but it's a hybrid 5. We'll jump into the game. I'll show you it again. The other thing that happened in the last game was we finally made it out of the relegation zone. We're a game in hand ahead of Watford, who we took over, and we're a point ahead of them, but they do still have to play. So, hopefully it'll last. We'll see what happens with that. But onwards and upwards, as I said, let's jump straight into the game. We'll take a look at the schedule, we'll take a look at the formations, and we'll jump into some gameplay. I'll see you there. Right then, so here's the little overview from the home screen. As you can see on the Premier League table, we have jumped ahead of Watford, but we do have a game extra played than they have. Our goal difference has come down a bit. We're on -19, which isn't too shabby. We're 23 points. We're equal with Everton, but Everton have got 2 games on us. So as you can see from the schedule, since the Man U game on the 27th of December, we have gone on a little bit of an undefeated run. Hoping that continues, but we shall see what happens. Let me just put the cups back in so you can see that as well. So in the FA Cup, we ended the last episode and we beat West Ham 3-1 away. Don't know who we're going to get in the quarterfinals. It is going to be on the 19th, which means the Crystal Palace game is going to be rearranged. At least I hope it does, because we can't play 2 games at the same time, so that should definitely be rearranged. But that hasn't been drawn yet, so hopefully we get that in this episode too. So this is the main tactic, as you all have known from the previous episodes. It's the 3 at the back with a hybrid 5 at the back with the covering wing backs who can come down in. I do have Dan Burn playing here at the moment. That was because, unfortunately, Matty Targett is out for 5 to 6 weeks with some ligament damage. So I've got Dan Burn playing there, but obviously we do also have Paul Dummett, should we need him, as well as Javi Manquillo. He can also play there, and also Matt Ritchie, who could also play in that position. But yeah, so it's kind of a 5 at the back, but these complete wing backs will push on forward and allow these 2 inside forwards to get closer to Callum Wilson. They haven't been doing that. Callum Wilson has been playing pretty poorly, although he did get a goal in the last game, so maybe that will help pick him up. But he is on a heavy workload, so I might drop him for this next game against Brighton and bring in Chris Wood or even Joe Linton, because he does play okay in this game in that striker's role, even though he's doing absolute bits for us in centre midfield in real life. If I just switch to the second tactic, it's more of a 4-4-3, like I said, but we do have this central defensive anchor who will drop down and make this a back five if it's needed. We've got two fullbacks on attack, two ball-playing defenders, one on cover, one on defence, so they are going to absolutely just stay where they are in this kind of middle, final third in the box area, and they should allow for these fullbacks to push on, but still have cover. We've got two attacking central midfielders who are just going to push on whenever possible in Grimares and Willock. Again, obviously these players will change as tiredness and injuries kick in. But the big thing with this is we've got the three up front who are closer together and stay pretty close together. So we've got two advanced forwards and one pressing forward in support. So the pressing forward should drop back to around the halfway line area to pick up those balls and feed these two advanced forwards. Like I said, the familiarity with this isn't quite there yet. If I hover over this, we can take a little look. It's still a bit awkward in some areas, but I did only introduce this in the last episode, so it's only been 2 games, and we've only used it in 1 game. So we will be sticking with the 5-2-3. So what we'll do, I'll progress on to the game, and we should be going into the Brighton game next. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the choice of team is. Like I said, we've got a few people on heavy workloads, which may need rotation. Bruno Grimares and Callum Wilson are the two that I'm looking at here, and also St. Maxim's on medium, but so are all my defence. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what I end up picking, but I'll see you at kickoff. So as I mentioned just previously there, the draw for the FA Cup quarter-final has been made. We have drawn Leicester City. We have drawn Leicester City at home, which is a bit of a bonus for us. Like I said, it's on the 20th of March, so the Crystal Palace game has been rearranged. Other teams still in this, you've got Palace against Luton, Leeds against Man City, and Arsenal against Man U. Right, here is the team selection for the Brighton game. Made a couple of changes, like I mentioned before. I've taken out Wilson and I'm playing Wood. 1, he had a heavy game load, and 2, he's not been playing too well. So Chris Wood comes in as his replacement. He is still on the bench, so if I need him, I can always turn to him as maybe a super sub. I've also brought on Shelvey for Grimares. Again, Grimares is on the bench, but he also has a heavy workload. I'm trying to avoid injuries here because we have so many fixtures still to go here. I don't want players to be, dropping like flies by the end of this. So in goal, we've got Dubravka, Shaw, Fernandes and Lascelles as a back 3, with Burn and Trippier as complete wing backs. We've got Shelvey in the deep line playmaker role and Willock as the box-to-box midfielder. We've got Ryan Fraser and St. Maximum as the 2 inside forwards and Chris Wood up front. Let's get into the game. Okay, jumping straight into kickoff, and it's Brighton to get us underway here. Quite an important game this, I think. We need to continue our unbeaten streak. We need to get some wins. I've had a couple of draws, so I could do with 3 points here. Okay, Brighton have the ball now, and they're breaking with Lamptey out on this left-hand side as he's going to play it past Burn, sorry. We come away with it with Trippier. Fraser now has the ball, and Wood is going to hold that up just a little bit. Yes, he is. Trippier's going to collect it and play in Ryan Fraser. Ryan Fraser, he puts it just wide. I thought that was going in, but the shot was pulled well wide. We now have a corner as Fraser crosses in the ball, but it's again dealt with straight away. I might have a look at my corner tactics, maybe change those a bit. Trippier to Willock to Shelvey. Shelvey takes a shot, it's blocked by McAllister, and it goes out for a throw-in. As Brighton have a free kick, and it's straight in. McAllister, first goal of the season, unsurprisingly. Yeah, that was poor. 1-0. I didn't see what happened with the free kick, but yeah, it was set piece, not much you can do. It's their first shot on target, and it's 1-0. We now have a highlight straight away as St. Maximum plays it to Burn. Burn's going to play it to Wood, who's going to run with it a bit. I feel like he's got a bit of strength, but St. Maximum picks it up as he gets tackled. He plays in Wood. Can Wood slot it home? Oh, that's a good save by Sanchez. 30 minutes gone. There hasn't been too many highlights. 8 shots, 1 on target to their 2-1. We've had better possession, or that has just changed. Coming up with 40 minutes now. Not much going on here. Trippier to share. Trippier back to Fraser. Fraser's going to run with it. He's going to make a good progress down here. Can he get the cross in? Yes, he can. And Wood with a header. That was quality by Fraser, but Wood just couldn't steer that home. As Brighton now played out from the back, this could be a mistake on their behalf, but they have just hoofed it along. Fernandez picks it up, passes it to Burn. Burn to Shelby. Shelby gives it to Wood. Wood's played in Fraser, and that's another great save by Sanchez. This could be one of those days when nothing goes our way, and we could be seeing our first defeat, although it is only the first half, as another corner has come in that hasn't even cleared the first man. That is something I'm going to have to change, I think, before the next game, is some of the corner tactics. And that's it, half time, 1-0 to Brighton. We've been the much better team. Like, look at the XG. Like, we've had so much more going forward in attack. We've had 10 shots with 2 on target. We just cannot get that goal. Okay, we're getting the second half underway with Newcastle to kick off. And St. Maxim now has the ball. He's going to play in Burn, who isn't running on. It's currently 50 minutes gone. It's still 1-0. We've had 11 shots and 2 on target. And now we have a highlight as Fraser can come with the ball, passes it to Trippier. Trippier to Willock back to Trippier. That was a nice little through ball there. Trippier's going to just wait with it, and he blasted off the Brighton player out for a corner. So let's see if we can make something of this corner, because they've been poor so far. And yeah, cleared with straight away, but St. Maxim picks it up straight at the byline. Wood with a free header, and he's made it 1-1. That's his third goal of the season. That was a lovely little assist by St. Maximum, and I believe he was completely unmarked there. So he should have quite rightly scored. Again, these corners I'm not too happy about, although Fernandez nearly got on the end of that. But St. Maximum picks it up, runs to the byline, and then a nice deep cross. Wood leaves Dunk for dust, and he heads it home. It's 1-1. We have been the better side, so I'm hoping we can keep this up, as we have another highlight as Shelby's got the ball now. Passes it to Burn. Burn to Willock. Willock to Trippier. Trippier's going to play it down. Is he going to run the byline? Yes, he is. He tries to cross it, as Fraser's going to whip this one in. And again, there's no one attacking it. That was actually a decent delivery by Fraser, but no one was there. Burn has the ball. He places it all the way to Fraser, and then Wood with a little volley, but it's dealt with by Sanchez. I think the sting was taken out of that. As 70 minutes goes, I'm going to make a couple of changes. So 3 changes. I've brought in Manquillo. I've moved Burn back to the ball-playing defender, because he did play well, and I've took off Jamal Lascelles, and Fernandez has come in as that central defender and cover. So Manquillo comes in a complete wing-back, and I've changed the midfield. I've got Almiron playing box-to-box, and Joe Linton as the deep-lying playmaker. That could be a poor decision, but we'll see what happens. Fraser's going to deliver another corner. Let's hope we can actually get someone on the end of it this time. That's a penalty. Wood was brought down. It's going to go to VAR to decide. Come on, give us this one. Yep, penalty awarded. And Wood is going to take this penalty and can he make it 2-1? Yes, he can. Absolutely great by Chris Wood there. That's his 4th goal of the season. Nice. He was played that one. The keeper dived the right way, but he just played it past the keeper quite nicely there. 85 minutes gone now. I'm just going to change my tactics a little bit. Where is it? In possession. We're going to waste some time, and I'm going to move this down to cautious. So we're not going to make too many attacking runs now, but we're going to try and hold on to this lead. Okay, Almiron's picked it up. He's passed it to Fraser. Fraser to Trippier. Trippier's going to run forward with it a little bit. Can he get across in? He's passed it to Almiron. Almiron tried to play it to Joe Linton, who was stood still, and McAllister's going to break now. Remember, McAllister got the goal. Trossard's through. That is an absolute nightmare, as they've scored a late equaliser in the 91st minute. So it's another draw. I felt we were the much better side, and they've nicked it right at the end. It was a set piece for their first goal. Obviously, we got the penalty, but we had 18 shots and 7 on target. I don't know what's going on with the strikers, just not really converting. You got to remember, one of these goals was a penalty. Corners, I need to address the corners, because they're not working very well. Right, so the rest of the fixtures have been played for the day, and Watford have been beaten by Arsenal 3-1, so that leaves us outside of the relegation zone. We still have that extra game on those. Everton also drew against Tottenham. Dele Alli scoring the equaliser there against his old side. So they are still equal on points to us, but they have a better goal difference. They also have 2 games on us in hand. I believe Villa got beat. Villa got beat by Southampton 3-2, so that keeps them right down in it. And Brentford weren't playing today, but they're on 27 games, so they're a fair few ahead anyway. But a good set of results for us. Keeps us out of the relegation zone, and keeps us close to Everton and Villa. Some other results from the next day. Norwich and Brentford drew 2-2. Timo Pukki getting 2 goals and then Norwich getting a man sent off. So Brentford get an extra point away from us. So they're now on 29. Burnley beat Chelsea 1-0. Kone with the only goal. We play Chelsea next. So I hope they don't want revenge or they don't want to bounce back with a win, because that does hinder their chances of winning the league. And they're now equal on points with Man U. But it was a good set of results, keeping us in 17th with 24 points on the board, equal to Everton, although as I say they do have 2 games in hand over us. Just an update on one of the mid-week fixtures. Everton have just been beaten 3-0 by Man City, so that keeps them on 24 points. It brings their goal difference closer to ours, and it also brings that game in hand down to 1. So onwards we go to the Chelsea game. Right then, we are about to go into the Chelsea away game, and as I mentioned earlier, I have switched to the 4-3-3 formation. Like I've said in previous episodes, this will give us a better defensive solidity with a kind of a hybrid 5 at the back. The fullbacks don't get forward as much, although they are both on attacking. They start further back in the field, so it should be a little bit better. But here's the lineup. I've made a couple of changes. I've got Dubravka in goal. Manquillo comes in at the fullback, and I've moved Dan Burn along as to the ball-playing defender on cover. We've got Fabian Schär as the ball-playing defender in defence. We've got Kieran Trippier as the fullback on the right-hand side. Isaac Hayden as the anchor in defensive midfield. I brought back in Bruno Guimaraes from Shelby. Shelby didn't have a good game last game, so Bruno's coming back in as an attacking centre midfielder. Same with Willock, who keeps his place but is moving into that centre midfield attacking role. And I've got Chris Wood as the pressing forward up front, alongside St Maximum and Wilson as the advanced forwards. So Ryan Fraser loses his spot, unfortunately. He has been playing quite well, although he didn't do too well in the last game. But that is the lineup. Let's jump straight in to the game. Okay, so we start the game off at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. This could be the end of our unbeaten run here. I'm not going to lie, Chelsea are a good side in this, but I'm hoping this formation will allow us to at least get the ball forward a bit and defend well. As Trippier delivers a corner, it gets cleared straight away. Those corners are still getting pretty bad, but Willock picks it up. Dan Burn has it now. Can Dan Burn pass it? Yes, he can. Schär has it. Back to Burn. Burn to Schär. Schär's plays it to Trippier. Trippier crosses it in, and St Maximum in the middle there. Good save by Mendy. But that was a good little start. In some other games, Brentford are beating Burnley 2-0, which pulls them away from the pack a little bit, as Trippier now crosses in a ball, gets again dealt with by the first man, and Chelsea have broken, but we've picked it up straight away. That was a bit of a poor pass, but that was a great pass by Hayden. Wilson picks it up, he crosses the ball in, Wood with the head, Mendy with another good save. We seem to be dominating this a little bit. Manquillo to Bruno. Bruno plays it straight off Lukaku. Wood to Wilson. Willock's made a good run. Willock, can he finish? Oh, that's just wide of the post, but we're breaking good on the counter-attack, it would appear here. This formation seems to be working well. We may need to keep it. It seems to be working better than the other one, as Trippier picks up the ball, plays in Bruno, who made a great run. That's a bit of a dodgy tackle, but nothing given. Willock picks it up. Wood. Bruno has it back. He plays in Wood again. Wood slots it home past Mendy. It's 1-0. 20 minutes gone. That was a lovely little through ball by Bruno Guimaraes, who played in Wood, who's on fire at the moment. No pun intended. Yeah, it was a great little ball, and Wood picks it up really nicely there and slots it home. Okay, we have another highlight as Trippier passes it to Hayden. Trippier's going to play it forward, passes it to Willock, who just blasts it over. 6 shots, 4 on target, 26 minutes gone. I feel like this game's going to turn against us at any moment now, but we're dealing with it. We're just dealing with everything Chelsea's got at the moment as Wood brings it forward. Callum Wilson's on the run, but yeah, Mendy obviously playing that sweeper-keeper role deals with that, no problems. Trippier's put a tackle in against Alonso. However, Chelsea recover the ball, but it goes straight to Trippier. Trippier to Wilson, back to Trippier. Shaw now has it. Trippier, Shaw, Wood. We're playing it around quite nicely. Bruno's going to play it over to Trippier, who's picked it up quite nicely there, and he slots it. Oof. Tell you what, we're not doing too badly against Chelsea. I thought this would be the absolute other way around. Trippier's going to cross it in. Dan Burn with a header there. He almost puts it in. 8 shots, 5 on target. 51% possession. We are dominating against Chelsea here with 30 minutes gone. I say that, they're probably going to score, but Bruno's putting a great tackle against Kante, who's picked up Wood. Wood to St. Maximum. St. Maximum's going to run with it. I thought he'd played that a bit too close to Christensen there, but he was backpedaling. Willock plays a lovely back heel to Wood, and it's 2-0. I don't believe it. Oh, hang on. Maybe I do believe it. It's VAR is going to check this for a potential offside. Goal has been awarded. The goal stands. It was a great pass by Manquillo to Hayden. Hayden to Willock. And Willock with a little cheeky back heel. Wood was unmarked and he just slots it past Mendy. I'm in dreamland. It's 2-0 away to Chelsea. Who would have thought it? They're going to play it again because of the offside. And he was a mile onside. It shouldn't have even went to VAR. I don't know what they were playing at there. 2-0 with 33 minutes gone. This could be a game changer for us. This could really move us up the table, but also these are the games that I was expecting us to struggle against, and we don't seem to be. Although it is only 34 minutes, so I'm not going to count any chickens before they hatch, as Lukaku just had a free header in the box there, but it was a good save by Dubravka. Pulisic is going to deliver the ball in, and again it's another good save by Dubravka. Mount has it again, crosses it in to James, who hits it first time. Dubravka with a fingertip save there, another save being forced. I think Chelsea are picking up the tempo a bit here. Shez just played a ball upfield to nobody, although that was played off Wilson, and St. Maximum capitalises on that. It's 3-0. I don't believe it. Watch this. Shaw hoofs the ball up. I thought he did it nothing. Rudiger just tries to play the ball. Wilson's in the way. St. Maximum picks it up. And yeah, Mendy's in no man's land, and St. Maximum slots it home. It's 3-0 in the first half against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Pinch me, I must be dreaming. Manquillo picks up the ball. Burn has it. Now Hayden back to Burn. Hayden has it again, playing it to Dubravka. Dubravka plays it long. That was not a very good ball though, as Chelsea going to... Is that a penalty? Ref's going over to review the footage for VAR. That looked like a penalty by Shaw. They're arguing as well. Could this bring them back into the game and make it 3-1? Let's see what his decision is. It's a penalty. So Lukaku with the penalty. Can he score this? Yeah, he can. It's 3-1. Not the best to go into half time. I was in dreamland a bit there, but it's still 3-1. Now they have another free kick. Let's see what happens here. And it's 3-2 in quick succession. They have knocked the stuffing out of us right before half time. Penalty and then a free kick with a free header. But we're playing it through. Grimara's now has it. I thought it was going to be 4-2 before half time. I'm giving them an extra goal there, which I shouldn't be. As Chelsea have the ball, they play it wide, but Manquillo is going to pick that up and deal with it every day of the week. Shaw's played it to Dubravka. Now Wilson's been played in. St. Maxim has it. Willock. Hey, we're playing it well in the middle to get up to the goal. It's just the final kind of package isn't great. Chelsea have the ball again as Kante crosses it in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's 3-3, although it is going to VAR. As Mason Mount delivers it home. Let's see what happens. He's probably onside, I think. Yep, goal awarded. I mean, talk about highs and lows. It's half time. It's 3-3. Only Football Manager can do this to you, where they'll score in the 41st minute, the 44th minute, and then the 45th plus 3. Unbelievable that. Yeah. Let's go into the second half. That's properly deflated. I was in dreamland for a bit there. We'll see what happens. Let's go to the second half. Okay, then second half kicks off. Let's see how many goals this one brings. That was fun, wasn't it? We have a free kick. Dan Burn's going to cross it all the way over to Trippier. Trippier's going to run in. Is he going to get the cross in? Yes, he is. Oh, that was well blocked. I think it was Wilson who was going for the shot there as we have a throw in. Manquillo is going to throw it to St. Maximum. who is going to play it back to Manquillo. Manquillo's going to play it over. Willock's made a great run in the middle. Can he finish? No, he can't. That's a great save by Mendy. I feel like Willock's getting a lot of possession in that middle, a lot of space that we seem to be playing to his advantage. Trippier now has the ball. He's going to pass it to Wood. Wood to Manquillo. Manquillo's even taking a shot. That's how entertaining this game is, as Manquillo now has another throw-in. It's going to Dan Burn, who's going to play it forward. Manquillo to Wood. Wood plays the ball to nobody. That was a poor pass, as I don't know what Mason Mount was thinking of there, trying to head the ball from easy 25 yards out. But Dubravka just playing it to nobody. I might change his tactic to kind of play it short, because I feel like that's dangerous. As Lukaku picks up the ball, he's finishing that. He's offside. Thank God for that. 60 minutes gone. I am going to make a little change. I'm going to take off Fabian Schär because he's not playing too well. I'm going to bring on Jamal Lascelles just to assure that up a little bit. I feel like Almiron could do a job instead of Willock. I think Willock, although he's playing okay, he's getting in some good positions. Do I want to? No, I think we'll keep it as is for now. But that will be an option to swap Willock for Almiron. He's getting in some good positions, but his finishing's poor. I know it's Almiron. I know his finishing isn't maybe it's the best either, but we'll see. We'll just bring Lascelles on for now, though. Okay, Manquillo to Bruno. Bruno back to Manquillo. Bruno, it's just playing it between each other, but now Bruno's got the ball through. It's a deflected shot out for a corner. We're going to play the corner in. Trippier's going to take it. He's going to cross it in. Dan Burn with another header. It doesn't quite get there. Trippier's apparently looking a bit tired. They're suggesting to take him off. As Everton have beaten Wolves 2-0. That's not a great result for us either. 3-0. Sorry, they've just scored again. As Willock picks up the ball from Hayden. Trippier has it. Willock now has it back to Wood. Wood to Hayden. Hayden to Willock. And to Wood. And Wilson's going to run with it. It's not going to get too far. There's no one in the middle. But Isaac Hayden is going to clear that up. That's what that anchor role does, really. It's more of a sweeper in front of the back four, but he can drop deep if needs be. As Bruno picks up the ball, he plays in St. Maximum. St. Maximum slots at home. It's 4-3. Oh, not another VAR decision. It may not be 4-3. He could be offside here. Goal awarded. He's onside. This game, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Bruno plays a lovely through ball at St. Maximum, who slots it past Mendy into the bottom corner. It's 4-3 at Stamford Bridge. I don't believe it, but these VAR decisions and everything are absolutely doing me in. Yeah, Rudiger's playing them on side there. That's good from St. Maximum, a good little finish. And I'm now going to make some more changes, and I'm going to shut up shop a little bit. I am going to take off Willock. I'm going to bring on Joel Linton, who I feel could also do a job here. And is Trippier still? Yeah, Trippier's absolutely knackered. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch Manquillo for Trippier, and I'm going to bring on Paul Dummett. I don't care. And we're also going to waste time a little bit. I'm going to keep the attacking mentality, though, because I feel at 4-3 we could probably get another goal in this, because this has been a very open game with some very good performances as well. Okay, so Manquillo picks up the ball, passes it to Wilson, back to Manquillo, who's played in Wood. Wilson picks it up, Manquillo has it again. Lascelles now picking it up, passing it to Wood. Wood's played it to St. Maximum, who's... I thought that was in. It went just wide. I thought it was 5-3, but it wasn't. As Chelsea have the ball, but that was a poor ball. Paul Dummett picks up. Callum Wilson with a shot, and Mendy with a save. Mendy's a very good keeper in this. It's someone I'd look to sign in a few seasons' time if we continue with this. Wolves have pulled one back against Everton. Not that that helps us much, but we are winning, so it helps in that respect. As Wood's breaking with the ball, St. Maximum's going to run with the ball. Was he offside there? I had a feeling he was, but no, no flag. But Chelsea recover the ball anyway. We're pressing very well when Chelsea have the ball, forcing them to just pass the ball around. Now Joel Linton with the ball. He's going to take a shot. Yes, he is. He's hit the post. Callum Wilson, I don't know how much more of this I can take. It's been an absolute roller coaster of a game. 80 minutes to go. Dan Burn's going to head that back to Dubravka all day, who's played it long. Wood wins the header. St. Maximum picks it up, and it's another great save by Mendy. I think Mendy might get man of the match. He's made a lot of good saves. St. Maximum's going to cross the ball in, and it's just over the bar by Lascelles. I am going to change my mentality now too cautious. We're going to try and keep hold of this lead. There's 10 minutes to go, or 9 minutes. That could come back to bite us as Lukaku picks up the ball, but he's hit it well over the bar, and the away fans are giving him all sorts of drip there. Wow.
Well, when you know, get in.
What a roller coaster of a game that was. We had 26 shots and 12 on target. This is supposed to be a defensive based formation that I've put together here, but we seem to be smashing the goals, and so I might stick with this moving forward. Some absolutely outstanding performances. Chris Wood and St. Maximum, 2 goals each, 8.8. Wilson still not playing too well, you know. I don't know what I've got to do. He did seem to play better than his score suggests, but yeah, Bruno Guimaraes as well with an 8.0. Seems he's got a great little position there with 2 assists. Joe Willock also picked up an assist, which is quite nice. But it ends there 4-3 against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Would you have believed it? I mean, the way that first half ended, I thought it was going to be like a 6-3 to them by the end of this, but we hung on. The XG says it all. We dominated this game. So Everton did beat Wolves 3-2, which keeps them on equal points to us. Brentford beat Burnley, so Brentford move up to 32 points. So there's us, Villa and Everton all on 27 points. Watford I think are playing later on this afternoon. If I continue this, we might get that result. We are now 9 games unbeaten. It's been a roller coaster. That last game has took it out of me. 4-3 in the end, that finished against Chelsea. Okay, let's take a look at some of the other results in this weekend's fixture. Some pretty high scoring games. Match of the day will be hard to pick who comes second, third and fourth, because obviously we're going to be first after that performance against Chelsea. But Burnley have been beaten by Brentford 2-1, and Norwich have been beaten by Leeds 3-2, and Everton have beaten Wolves 3-2. So the teams below us aren't picking up points, which is probably the most important thing. I think Watford play tomorrow in this game. I'll move on to that and we'll have a little look and see what the result of that is. But the teams above us are also picking up points, so we could be staying in 17th by the end of this. Let me continue on and see what happens. And as I thought, yeah, the Sunday games have all taken place, and Watford have been beaten 2-0 off Southampton, which keeps them on 22 points with the same amount of games played of us. So we now have a 5-point advantage over the relegation zone. In other news, Villa were beaten by West Ham 3-1, so that keeps them on 27 points. So we could progress past Everton and Villa if we win our next game. We do still have that extra game played over Everton, but we are the same as Villa. There's still a lot to go. Like I said, if we have a look at the schedule, April is an absolute nightmare of a run-up. Next episode we'll definitely do the quarter-final against Leicester. Again, I'm going to keep this 4-3-3 formation. I think it seemed to work very well against Chelsea, and I think against Leicester, and I'll still use it against Tottenham as well, because they're one of those teams that we're going to have to perform against. So next 2 games in the next episode: Leicester in the FA Cup quarter-final, Tottenham in the Premier League. Right then, that sums it up for this episode. What an episode it was, eh? What a great win against Chelsea to finish this week off. If you do like this content, please hit the subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing. It's not only these videos that we do. Obviously, you've got the Almost Smiling Faces podcast. You've got Extra Time. You've got videos such as the match previews every week. We've got the post-match patter. We've also got the Behind the Lines, not Behind Enemy Lines as I called it last week. It's Behind the Lines with Matty, where he speaks to fans from other clubs against the next opponent. Really good watches them, because get some really good insights into the opposition teams and what their expectations are of them and of us. It's quite nice. So be sure to check those out. If you want to know when these videos go live, obviously not only subscribing but hitting that little bell icon really helps that, because you'll get a notification whenever a video goes live. Subscribing is absolutely free, like I've said, but if you do want to chuck a few quid away, we do have a subscription service. It's $2.99 or $4.99 a month, depending on what you want to pay. It gives you early access to some of these videos. So these Football Manager videos go up early access. The My United videos go up early access. And there's some other little treats there as well. Some other little early videos that you get access to. You also get access to the Telegram group. It's a really good little community, the Telegram group. You will get access to that being a member. yeah, there's a lot of people in there just all talking about football. It goes absolutely crazy on match days, and especially during the match. Yeah, plug your phone in when you're watching the match because you'll need it. The amount of messages that go into that group will drain your battery in a good way, not in the bad way. But anyway, that's about it for this episode. There'll be another one next week. If you did like it, please leave a comment. What do you think of that new formation? It seems to be working. I think I'm going to keep with it, but I'd love to get your feedback on that. And what changes would you make to the starting lineup? Is there a player that I'm blatantly leaving out that you would want to see appear? I am going to have to rotate the team quite a bit in April because there's a lot of games coming up. So there's chances for players. They are playing in the under 23, so they are getting match fitness and match sharpness, so that should be fine. But thanks very much for watching. That's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra.